Okay, here's the situational report. We're in Moab again, because the last video that's going to come out was probably Moab from a year ago. But we're here. We got in yesterday afternoon. We were so tired from just existing for the last year and not having vacation that we just vegged out. Couldn't find the motivation to record video, but I'm doing it today. So that's what we're doing. We're about to hit Schafer Trail, which might be the exact way that the last Moab video started, so I don't remember. Charlie's airing down right now. We're gonna have a snack and then we're gonna start Schafer. Dustin is flying in right now. He's gonna meet us in Moab at camp, probably very late. His flight was super delayed and I feel bad about that, but that's that. Here we go, let's have fun. How's the airage going? Helps if you're actually in frame.
Great.
Great. My turn. Okay, we are at 20 PSI, almost perfectly. Now we just gotta unplug this bad boy. These Morphlates are honestly one of the smartest, best investments we've made. Well, Charlie bought it, I didn't do anything, but I did buy her the ARB twin, mostly part of it. Here we go. Just gotta coil this thing up, which is kind of a pain, but that's okay. It's okay. All right, I need both hands. So you absolutely don't need to air down for Schafer. We were just talking about this, but it is way, way more comfortable because like Kia hatchbacks do Schafer.
Yeah, and you don't need 4-wheel drive. I mean, sometimes it helps, but I don't put it in unless I need it.
It is
ever.
nice.
Especially when it's so hot. Like, you're going to overheat your transmission if you're just using Schafer.
I think Charlie said she's going to do it all in 2-wheel drive.
Maybe.
Maybe. I might do the same thing. It's not a hard trail at all. At all. It's not even a trail. It's basically a road. It's just a road. This rental Jeep's gonna do it just fine. And they're probably gonna do it at like 50 miles an hour because it's a rental. Okay, let's go. So we just ran into a buddy of ours, well, more like an acquaintance. We've never really hung out with him, but we met him at a Running for Tacos event a while back. He was like one of the nicest dudes ever. We met a couple like total strangers and all hung out at this event because nobody knew anybody. His name's Alex, and he was just here at the start of Schafer Trail. They came down from the switchbacks, so they were airing back up. He and his wife, Charlie, pulled over. She's like, "Is that Alex?" It totally is. So that was super cool. Small world. So they're headed, I think, back to Denver now, and we're just starting our trip. So they would have been cool to hang out with. Yeah. Okay. Let's get back to the trail. It's very dusty.
You're just equally as responsible as the person that threw it away.
Charlie's picking up trail trash. Check out that buttress. That's a sweet buttress. Okay.
That's a what?
The buttress. I think that's a buttress. Or is it a plateau? I don't know. Some would call it a table mountain. Table. Le table. I'm just rambling. I haven't slept. I'm tired. Look at that. That is super cool. Super pretty. So this is really nice. Charlie's just hanging out in the car. I should probably hurry up, but this is just so cool. Okay, here we are. This overlook. Super cool. Real pretty. We're actually, we skipped Thelma and Louise Point because we've been here so many times. We want to just motor through it and get to camp. This will be the fastest we've ever done Schafer Trail, I think. Fastest record Schafer Trail. I think we're halfway done. All right, let's get moving. We are airing back up, and we're gonna head to get water at the Canyonlands Visitor Center because we need water. We did Schafer in 2 hours and 25 minutes. That's probably our fastest doing it. We stopped a couple times, so it wasn't like the fastest ever. Obviously, we're not trying to break an actual record, but I don't need to do it ever again. I've done it enough times, but it's kind of our tradition, so we do it because it's pretty. Yeah, I'm excited to get to camp, drink some claws, relax. I still need to catch up on sleep from the last 10 years, so we're gonna do that and enjoy the nice shade of the campsite that we're hopefully gonna be able to get again. Yeah, you'll see. Alrighty, we have made camp. We're here. It's not great views, but it is a great spot. Pretty level. It's just off the access road. There's nobody here, it's plenty of room, so let's break it down for you, shall we? Okay, I am set up right here. I'm warming my water up to take a shower because I smell bad. Here we are. I've got the iCamper set up. First night in the tent, last night in this tent, and it is awesome. I love this thing. It's very small compared to my last tent, but that's okay. It's really nice. It is a step above in every way. So the iCamper has been great. We just added this garbage bag as a cheap Amazon one. It's pretty good. It was like 30 bucks, so I'm happy I got that. Got everything set up here. If you're wondering about the lights, we're doing that so that when Dustin gets in later, he'll see exactly where we are to an obnoxious level. That's the rest of the stuff. Charlie's set up over here. Hopefully we won't get a copyright strike from listening to the music, but she is, hopefully you can hear the wind is loud, but she's got hers, everything set up. She's got a shower ready to roll. Not too bad. Shower ready. Hi, honey. So she's got her stuff strewn about, but it actually works quite well. Let's show you Dustin's spot. Dustin's spot, his spot's gonna be a little bit more barren because he's gonna sleep. He rented a Jeep Grand Cherokee, so maximum comfort, maximum breakdowns, maximum expensive parts that he'll be replacing frequently on the trip. But he bought this little Coleman pop-up tent for really cheap on Amazon and had it shipped to my house. And I'm more excited for this thing than I am for the rooftop tent because it's gonna be really funny to watch this thing come up. So here's his pile of stuff. He's borrowing one of my coolers, camp chair, his water. There was a bunch of red ants crawling on here. Sorry about that, Dustin. Oh, there's some. But it's gonna be fine. Everything's fine. He's got all this room here. What do you think? The breeze feels really good.
I cannot wait to see that tent. It's gonna be the 40 ghost sport of this trip, and I'm so excited.
Time to relax a little bit, I think, and just hang out. It's surprisingly comfortable outside, given that it was 100 degrees yesterday. The clouds really help. We are doing a little bit of charcuterie.
No, not again.
Except for the charcuterie, we don't have any meats. So we're gonna get meat tomorrow for true charcutes, but this is like faux charcutes. What do we got, babe?
We have this blueberry, what is this? Vermont Creamery goat cheese. It's really good.
Yeah.
And we found it a few years ago. It has wild blueberry, lemon, and thyme. So hand rolled. So you know it's good.
Hell yeah.
But it is from New England, so.
Then we got some sliced mozzarella, which, do we want to eat this tonight or we want to save it?
I want some of that mozzarella.
Okay, cool.
But
So we're just hanging out.
We'll just do that.
Yeah, we're hanging out, waiting for Dustin. Whoop, that is tilty. Oh man, this sounds good. This sounds really good. I'm gonna need at least 6 more claws tonight. I'm glad we bought more.
It was a day. Schafer Trail is just getting worse by the year.
It's getting worse, and it was real rough. You know what
So many people.
I wish I had? My cowboy hat. Out of solidarity, though, we didn't go to the cowboy hat store today. You know who will have his cowboy hat?
Yeah,
Dustin. Yep, it's okay. It's okay. I'm not bitter. It's fine.
Sorry.
Charlie is currently showering. And the sun went away, so it's cold. So she's just struggling a little bit. I'm up next, and maybe by the time I shower, the sun will be out.
I can do this. I'm a bitch. I can do this.
She's got this cool Art Tools shower thing. It works really well. It's loud, but it works well. I hope that was in frame. Doing, honey? Seems cold. The sun's about to come out.
Oh, once I'm done?
Yeah.
so I can just sweat and then wish I would have taken a shower.
Well, we got plenty of water. Could take 2 showers. Hey, dinner is on. Making some chicken tikka masala, Costco's finest. We'll warm this up and put it in some wraps. It's gonna be real good. Yeah, I feel like it cooked in like a couple minutes. This one cooked a lot faster. Look at that. It's gonna look the same coming out tomorrow morning. It's just chicken hair. It's fine. We're gonna make a little wrap.
We got down.
It looks disgusting, but I promise it's really good. Okay, we're gonna eat. All right, dinner was great. We're gonna wind down a bit. Dustin should be reaching us within the hour, we think. We're setting up the mini projector. We're gonna watch some movies. I think we're gonna finish Twister and maybe watch one more. And then if it stays clear, we're gonna shoot some astro. It looks like it's gonna be an epic sunset, so I think I'm gonna switch this to taking pictures. And then any further video will just be just kind of us hanging out. You excited? All right, Dustin made it. He made it in his rented Grand Cherokee. It didn't break down yet, so that's good. All right, I got your towels.
I will have to air my tires down. I don't know what it is with rental companies.
Yeah, they put like
they're all
45.
almost like at 50. Yeah.
Oh my God.
I think they're all at 47. Thank you very much.
Pillow.
Is this what I ordered? Or is
Yeah,
this
that's your camping blanket.
I didn't know.
The only drawback about this Jeep is he's got these little aerodynamic things. We're gonna, don't worry, the trail will claim those soon. Hell's an Argentine ant.
See, well established in the southern states, California, Hawaii, nests near moisture source like pipes, sinks, potted plants. Again.
What is
it? Doesn't say.
Anything you say, Lloyd. Anything you say.
Good morning. It's morning, as I just said. We're getting packed up, had a good night, shot a bunch of astro. I got almost an entire astrolapse, but I stopped at a few frames short because we needed to go to bed and it was late. Slept really good again. This iCamper is a very comfortable sleep. Granted, it's a little cramped, but I like how being smaller, it doesn't let me store as much stuff inside of the tent. I already put it away. It's so fast to put away. This thing compared to my old Tough Stuff tent, it is so much faster to put away. Charlie's getting ready. We're just kind of hanging out. And Dustin, we're gonna let him sleep in a bit, but we want to get out of here somewhat early because we're gonna head to Monument Valley today. Kind of escape Moab. It'll be a little bit cooler there. So I'm just slowly packing stuff away. And then we're gonna head out. One thing I'm gonna do, let's see if I can get some, I'm gonna pull the weather up, which I always forget how to do on these handhelds because I don't have a dedicated button for it, but I'm gonna listen to some weather. Give me a second. Okay, so I looked it up. Can you guys see the screen? Okay, I looked it up and you literally just have to press the MR button.
65. Not expected today and not expected on Tuesday.
Cool, we got weather coming in. Nice. I have cell service, so I could just look this up, but this is sometimes fun. The plan, it's a simple plan. We're gonna head into town, into downtown Moab.
For a second, I thought that was a big snake.
We're gonna get gas and groceries and then head over to, what was it? Monument Valley. We're heading to Monument Valley. So we're gonna do that. It's gonna be like a 3-hour drive. More on the way. Charlie just got bit by a fire ant right on her foot, so she's not feeling super great. But it's just part of the fun, you know? All right, let me drive. I should probably pay attention to driving.
Something kind of near that.
Okay.
Okay, we have made it to camp. It is extremely windy, but that's okay, it'll die down. Really nice spot. This doesn't suck. We wanted that spot, but it got taken probably like within minutes before we got here, which is kind of a bummer. That's a good spot too. But honestly, I like this spot because we got 360-degree views to shoot. We might stay here 2 days because it's so pretty. Astro is going to be great. This is going to be a super, super cool couple nights. The easiest leveling I've ever done. I just put 2 blocks under and then we're good. Like I didn't even have to think about it. So I'm perfectly level. Everything there is good. We got this fire pit we won't use. Someone was having some fun. But also don't leave your trash because that's gross. Dustin's probably going to sleep in his Grand Cherokee tonight again. He's airing down because the rental place put it at like 40 PSI, which is dumb. Warming up the shower. I'm letting this thing air out because this thing just smells like dookie because it was holding our dookie. And that's it. We're just going to hang out. I'm going to wait for a while to put the tent up because I might actually have to switch directions to avoid as much wind as possible. But you know, whichever way I wake up to is going to be pretty cool. I'd rather wake this way because that's really pretty. Fun little lenticular cloud stack over the rocks. Okay, so this is Dustin's Coleman pop-up tent that we don't really know how it's going to work.
I bet you it pops up easy. Getting it back in the bag is a different story.
Right. The opening of it is going to be great. So I'm going to set this thing on the hood and we're going to watch the hilarity ensue. You gonna just chuck it? Opa. I like the color. Okay.
Hey, we got the brain play come attached too.
Well, would you look at that? Would you look at it? Okay. Yeah, he just chucked it out. It's a good little color.
It's not a fly tent.
Does it have any sort of like mesh? Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah, it's got the mesh. This thing comes off.
Okay. Well, that'll
It's
be.
got a mesh top.
I would probably leave this thing off for
Yeah, I'm gonna.
tonight.
I want to get it staked
Yeah.
out, and then I'll. I don't
Yeah,
want anything
'cause
flying away while I'm up paying attention.
Otherwise, this thing's gonna be a sweat box. Here, I got you.
Oh, I know.
But
All right,
that,
safe.
honestly, until he's ready to get in it, might be nice to keep sand out.
Oh yeah.
So I would
Yeah.
leave that on until it
Oh, yeah,
stops
for sure,
being
yeah.
windy.
Speaking of
I have a ton of cord if you need to guy it out too. All right, we're gonna figure this out and then we'll be back. In the words of the great and wise Jeremy Clarkson, sorry, I could barely say that with a straight face. The only tool you need is a hammer.
I don't know if it's gonna do any good.
This thing's really light and shitty, so good luck. Look at the surface of it.
Alright, let's see here.
Might just end up having to use a rock. Okay. Okay.
Nope.
Well, shit. So if you want, I've got cord, you've got these guy lines. You can put your water bottle down as part of it to guy it out. We've got enough heavy shit, we can make it work.
Yeah, I could do that.
Well, as with every one of our Utah adventures, we've been foiled by wind on the second full day. So we've just been hanging out. I shifted where my tent is, so the shell is facing into the wind. Here we are, and that's that. This is interesting, hold on. So I don't know what's causing it, but my tent already has a hole in it. You can see it right there, a tiny, tiny, tiny little hole. And I've only slept in it 2 nights. I don't know if you could hear me, but my tent has a hole in it, brand new. I've slept in it 2 nights. So I'm gonna reach out to iCamper, see what they'll do about it. Luckily, it's not where anything is crucial, like if it's leaking there, it's not like anything bad's gonna happen. I can patch it too. It's just very frustrating for a brand new tent like that to have a hole in it on the second night of use. But the fly is completely replaceable, so it's not like the whole tent is scrapped like my last one, but we'll see what happens. I don't know, stay tuned. It's only night 2 of 8, so hopefully it doesn't get bigger. Okay, here's the deal. We moved campsites. The RV that was here last night has moved and we got the prime spot. It's not very level, but we'll figure that out. Check it out. Yeah, this is the spot. So the Milky Way is gonna come up that way, and it's gonna be absolutely epic. So we're gonna, you know, put some stuff down here to kind of reserve it. I know it's not necessarily the coolest thing to do, but at the same time, we got here first, so that's what we're doing. And then we're gonna go into Monument Valley, whatever national park we're going to, and do that for the day and then come back and hang out. So let's do that. All right, well, this is a pretty cool view. Just plugging away. Nice. We're here in Monument Valley, which is a national park-ish, Navajo National Park. Now, out of solidarity for all the YouTubers making videos and getting dinged by the National Park Service for copyright, whatever weird stuff, I'm gonna show this area to you, this amazing area, in a way that won't get me in trouble. Hold on. Okay, here it is. This amazing place. Everybody enjoy it. Okay, we're done. So here we are in Monument Valley. We're doing the 17-mile scenic loop, and it's very pretty, very beautiful. All over the place, there's signs saying you need high clearance 4x4. It's you know, we recommend high clearance 4x4, blah, blah, blah. You don't need any of that. I'm seeing all sorts of rental, like, hatchbacks. Here comes a Kia sedan. You don't need any of that stuff, just do it. You know, you don't need to air down, you don't need 4-wheel drive. I'm doing it in rear wheel, everything's fine. So I think part of that might just be stuff that they say to kind of thin the herd a little bit doing this route. But it is fun, it's very pretty, it's fun, and I'm having a good time. But I would say you probably don't need any of those fancy things to do this route. All right, I'm gonna pay attention because there's some curves coming up. We'll talk soon. Yeah, we're on sand and it is very smooth. I don't know, I mean, obviously I'm not gonna get in trouble for filming in a national park. Most of that was just a joke because there's some weird stuff happening with YouTubers in national parks. But, you know, be careful if you're gonna do that, if they're gonna have some weird, like, permit required thing going on. But since this isn't really part of the National Park Service, I'm not too concerned. So it is gorgeous here though. What an incredible place. I love it. We have completed the most epic off-roading trail ever. We had to do it. What is it? Oh, dude, that's awesome. You got to keep that. All right, we had to do it. We're here at this thing. Had to do it. Full tourism. And then I decided to stop running. Charlie just got herself the essentials. How is it? So I tried to level the truck out, but even with this stack it didn't work, so we're gonna have to get creative here. I'm gonna move to get to our camp spot and just, I don't know what we're gonna do. Okay, so it took like, I don't know, like an hour to get every vehicle level, but we did it. We lived a lot, we laughed a lot, we learned a lot. Most importantly, we loved a lot. Right, Dustin, thank you. Honey, I love you. You're my favorite person. How about I come help? Okay, so Charlie basically should become an engineer at this point with the leveling. The water block isn't for leveling, that's for scale. But she made these chalks. This is my favorite. This is my favorite chalk. So just in case, you know, it works. Over here, I'm kinda level. I'm up on these blocks. It's not really fun leveling this direction, but we made it work. Put myself a little ramp over here. I'm sure someone in the comments is going to say that's the wrong way to do it or whatever. I personally don't care. Charlie's getting set up. I love you. I'm sure she'll love me again soon. So it's so pleasant outside. This is a great spot because the sun comes down pretty early because of this rock up here, but it's still light out for like 2 more hours. So we're just enjoying the cool temperatures. There's not much wind. We're all gonna take a shower because our water is super warm. And I think that's time to do that. Yeah, things are good. This is a good day. We got here at the right time, not too much time to kill. We're not baking the heat for too long. We're gonna make dinner soon. Maybe watch a movie, just hang out. We're for sure gonna shoot Astro tonight because this is like an iconic spot. The Milky Way is gonna come up over here, and it's gonna be super cool. So we're just gonna hang out and enjoy it. That's what we are about to do. Here's the deal. First, we're shooting at 24 millimeters because the 16 to 35 is on my other camera for shooting Astro, but here's our campsite. Here's the La Salle Mountains. It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous, but I hate it. It's been a long, rough day. It's just been a lot of driving and problem solving and all that. So we're here at camp because it was the only campsite really available. We wanted to get up high to get out of the heat, and we did. It's cool views. This isn't the campsite we were hoping for, but I actually prefer it because there's more dirt here. The other one was totally tall grass, and there are ticks up here. And I know for a fact that I have 400 ticks on me. I can deal with a lot of shit. I can deal with a lot. Ticks I cannot deal with. I can't do ticks. So that's that. But we're level-ish. Dustin's there. We're here. Charlie is hanging out. You might be a little overexposed because I didn't throw the ND on. I'm just too lazy. There's gonna be almost no footage from today. Almost none. Because I needed a day off. And I'm not very motivated to make this YouTube video. Hi, honey.
And I've been sick.
Yeah, Charlie's been sick all day. Real bad. The type of sick that you don't want to have to deal with in the middle of the desert when it's hot and you need to get to the facilities. So she's had to unleash the fury a few times. I'm sorry, honey. Oh yeah, she's been having all sorts of weird reactions to the sun. Charlie has some pretty sensitive skin. Oop. So we don't know if it's sunburn or what, but she's not feeling great. Talk about like a full immune system response. She would know, she's a nurse. So yeah, we're just gonna hang out. Here's my highlight of the day. I haven't put my tent up because the gnats out here are absolutely unreal. But here's what we're running with. First off, the thermocell. This thing here is absolutely not a gimmick. It is one of the best investments you'll ever make camping. Buy one of these. They have an electric one now that works off of a battery, which is way better because this one struggles at high altitude. We're only at 8,000 feet, so this is pretty good. So this has immediately cleared the gnats out, and I love this thing. Next thing, I'm just gonna enjoy my favorite bourbon. We stopped at the state-run liquor store, and I'm gonna enjoy some bourbon neat. That'll make editing fun. Okay, first sip. I haven't had Woodford in a really, really long time. God damn, that's good. Holy shit. Also, we're up here because we wanted to go to Porcupine Rim, the classic spot from my YouTube video several years ago at this point. But it's closed. Apparently that road, they're constructing it, doing construction, building on it, allegedly to make it more accessible for everyone, which in one way is cool, but at the same time, if it gets more overrun, that kind of blows. But Utah, Moab is kind of dead to me. Utah is great. I love Utah, but Moab is kind of dead to me. They made it really hard. There's still thousands of campsites for sure. There's a lot of them, but man, it's been hard to find really good ones. And the ones that we do have get kind of mobbed with people. Like you can't even get a campsite to yourself because people keep driving up thinking they can like squeeze themselves in, which some people are cool with, some people aren't. We aren't super fans of that because it's just kind of weird. But it is what it is. I guess if that's the reality of how Moab is, I'm not going to keep coming here because I don't like that. I like to get away from people. A little bit of a rant, but yeah, we're just going to enjoy the night. Tomorrow's going to be a better day. We're headed to Hanksville. Our buddy Matt's coming out. That's going to be a really fun time. Hanksville is also overrun, but it's to be expected because of all of the idiots out there sharing locations on Instagram. Sorry, second rant. Okay, I'm going to drink this and set up my tent. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I'm going to do one thing here. One of the gnats just died, living its best life. Gonna get that gnat out of my bourbon. I don't need the extra protein. Okay, we're gnat free. Hold on. Where is it?
I don't see him.
It was in here. There's a moth. There's a whole freaking bird in here. It's a moth, but it's a bird. It's gigantic. Where'd it go? This campsite blows. Here's the thing about nature. I like being in nature while nature bees away from me. I'm just kidding, I love nature. But that was a gigantic moth. Okay, moth bird. That's fine, it'll lay eggs, it'll be fine. Bye. One tucked shirt away from looking like Grand Admiral Tarkin or some Imperial officer. Remember when they disguised in Rogue One to get in and steal the plans?
And it's like,
you're really close to that.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Just a little slightly less fitting.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like, here, hold on, I can do this.
Yeah, and then you gotta really tuck in the. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it. It's a good look.
Oh,
We're working on
oh
it.
yeah, I got a mismatched tuck. Yeah,
Oh shit.
can't have that. Oh yeah. Is that better?
There we go. That's way better. Yep. All right. Cool. Rebel base, all that. There was one thing to match the vibe of this trip.
It would be majestic if it was in front of those mountains.
It looks like he's wearing a neckerchief, but that's actually just his kind of like bright salmon pink shirt.
He looks like he's about to take us on a tour of the Outback.
That better?
Yeah, it is. The popped collar really makes you look more Chad-like.
You look like you're about to go on a South African safari.
I just need my like 50 gauge elephant shotgun.
Well, there's some shells right here. 45?
Yeah, there's there's a
40 cal or 22.
yeah,
These are 9 mil? What is this? I used to be really good at this. That is 9 mil Luger. Damn, I'm still good.
Looks like tool ammo.
Here's the thing. A couple things that pisses me off. One, leaving garbage. That's really lame. Leaving shells is also super lame, especially because this stuff is worth something. Like, you're just throwing money away because someone wants this to reload with. So don't be a loser and leave garbage. Especially don't be a loser and leave shells. I mean, these are steel, I think, so they're not really.
I have a message for people who litter.
That's right. Well, I'm gonna clean this up. All right, we are heading to Charlie's favorite camp spot. We're right near this large formation here, which I'm not gonna name. I'm taking some air out. We were running really hot, really high, so I'm gonna go down to 20. 19.6, close enough. All right, so we are here at Mesa Arch in Canyonlands National Park. Charlie's getting her vehicle set up and level, then I'm gonna park mine somewhere around here, I think. And then we're just gonna hang out, wait for the crowds to show up, and get overrun. So I'm excited for that. Charlie is purposely parking here by this death trap, so that way less people will come around her vehicle, because this place will get mobbed tonight, I presume. We've been at camp for, I don't know, maybe 30 minutes, and we've already had a couple groups of people come through, flying their drones and whatnot, so I think it's gonna be a busy night. Ugh. It's okay. Everyone so far was pretty polite, kept to themselves. That's cool. That's cool. I fixed our hot weather problem with my little USB fan. It feels so good. Oh yeah. Solved the heat. Across a lot of weird road hazards in our day, but one thing I didn't expect was cow dookie to be everywhere. I wanted a car wash, and now I really, it's on my upper control arms. There's just dookie everywhere. As you may have seen, it is sunny out. I MacGyvered using my rumple blanket, my doors, the Rome case, and some clips that we have.
A shade that nobody can use.
Yeah, basically I made a shade that nobody can use, including this from my tailgate truck bed grabby arm thing. I think you can get in there. One of us can, there's a little compartment here in case we need a dookie.
I do need to do that. I've eaten something bad.
Okay, well let's, I think this is fine. I'm gonna get under here with Charlie. Let me maneuver very carefully. Very carefully. Okay. That's not, oh, that's the worst thing ever. Well, sun's setting. Matt made it.
I made it.
Are you taking a picture of me? I'm just shooting video. Oh. It looks cool.
It's called small. It breaks down this small. It's lighter than the Peak Design.
Yeah, it's about the same. So we're making some coffee, boiling water. Influencer guy that walked through our campsite needed a jump start. He was really nice. So Dustin, being in the mobile rental car, jumped him. And turns out some nice ladies over there need a jump. So 2 people need jumps this morning. So Dustin's just being a good Samaritan. Dustin is about to speed run this little trail here in the fastest car in the world. Here it comes, the fastest car in the world. Jeep would be proud, but the rental company would not.
My man, slower landing. There we go.
Concerned about. So we just did my run, and let's see what we got. Oh, okay, we're fine. So as I was doing the run, either the water jug, the propane was hitting the top of the Diamondback as I was doing it, so my whole bed was doing this, and I think the high lift might have, I hate that thing, but we're good. Everything's good. Nothing seems broken. My tent was just doing this, and that was, I couldn't go fast. It's okay. Came to Rainbow Hills.
Shelter, because holy cow, my forerunner was shaking.
We came to Rainbow Hills, and it's literally raining sideways. The Mars Desert.
We can pull up alongside this rock. We should be fine.
The Mars Desert Research Station was getting absolutely rocked, so we're gonna stay in the car for a while and wait for this to pass, because this is some crazy wind. Oh, this looks way better here. Yeah.
Steady over here.
Yeah, this is better. Whew. Well, that was crazy. Yeah. Sounds like we're almost in the clear. That was some intense wind. Charlie's turning around to go explore. She's gonna see what it looks like at the desert station. And then we'll move on from there. We're just here hanging out. The weather looks gnarly, especially with the polarizer on. It's very calm here because this whole thing is blocking the wind, but man, up top at the station, it was gnarly. There it is, Mars. Well, the research station for it. It's literally just a dome. Probably a bunch of people playing Call of Duty in there or something. I don't really understand how it works, but it's pretty cool. Okay, so we were at camp. We found our campsite. Charlie's level. None of us have bothered to level yet. We were outside for about 10 minutes and it is just so hot. It says it's 91 degrees, but it feels unbelievably hot. So I think we're all just gonna sit in our cars for a bit and enjoy the AC. This is brutal. This is really brutal. I don't even know what the humidity is. It's a desert, so probably not high, but man, it is not. This is gonna be type 2 fun. Type 2 fun for sure. Cannot wait for sunset. Okay, we're getting level. Oh my God, the wind. The wind's picking up, a little windy. So Charlie's level, I'm level-ish. Matt's gonna get level. Dustin just puts his car in neutral and wiggles his wheels around, and then it just kind of levels him out, which is kind of brilliant. So we're gonna get Matt level, and then we'll be good. Right here. All right, and then we're just gonna hang out. This is a really cool spot. If you can hear anything I'm saying, the wind is gonna pick up and then die down. So I think we got about another hour of this. Let me show you around here. It's pretty cool. This campsite is full of these really cool looking formations. Really interesting stuff here, and it's just all over the place. And you can climb up onto these hills and walk around. It looks a lot higher than it actually is. It's actually really quite low altitude. So this is a really cool spot. If you're wanting to come check this location out and camp here, it's Mesa Arch in Canyonlands National Park. That's where we're at right now. So just come camp at Mesa Arch. Huge sprawling landscape. You don't even need a national parks pass. You can just show up. So it's really windy still. So we cannibalized some rocks off of the fire pit. We'll put it back together, we promise. But if you guys don't have these little can jams, the Night Eyes can jams, are really handy. There's two kinds. There's plastic ones and there's metal ones. The plastic ones are good. The metal ones are better. They'll hold a couple 100 pounds. And I just have some old climbing cord from when I was using it for anchors. This stuff's Kevlar wrapped. It's really, really strong, and it's just gonna hang tight here. And that's how you do it. Buy these. They're great. I should explain, the ground is too hard for tent stakes. That's why we're doing all of this, because you can't hammer a stake in at all. Okay, that's it. That's the whole video. Thank you for watching if you made it this far. I'm not a huge fan of making these long, like 40+ minute videos, and according to analytics, neither are you. The last video didn't do so hot, and that's okay. I'm making these for fun. But thank you for watching. This is gonna wrap it up. Sorry it fell apart at the end. I was tired. I was really, really tired, so I wasn't recording too much there. So do the thing, like, share, subscribe, all of that stuff. I have some plans for more stuff coming out in the future. I'm gonna try and get back into the swing of things. So it was a fun trip. It was a good time. Can't wait to go back to Utah. Probably gonna be a bit of time before that. We're gonna do some more stuff here in Colorado as time permits, which hasn't been happening lately, but that's okay. We're gonna figure it out. Closing out the video. Bye.